Good morning, Malacañang Press Corps. Happy Monday. Let's now have Presidential Spokesperson and Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, MPC. Good morning ba o good afternoon?
MPC, are you ready?
Oh, but you might be interested. I don't know if you know this already. I received a text message. I don't know where it came from, but it appears that the congressman from I don't know what district is representing in Mindanao, Davao, Antonio Florendo, is throwing his hat into the speakership. So he's vying for the speakership. There will be 4 now, as far as I know, or 5. I think he will issue, because when I received that message, I called him up and he said yes. And he said he will issue a statement on the matter. I'm ready for any question.
Question, MPC?
Looks like you're full today.
Henry Uri. Microphone, Maricel, thank you.
Yeah, Secretary, on the speakership,
Yes.
bakit ho importanteng maiparating sa inyo yung kung sino man ang
I don't know.
vying for speakership? What is the implication as far as the palace is concerned?
I really don't know. I just received it. I'm just sharing it to you.
Are the camp of Speaker
I don't know where it came
o
from.
Congressman Florendo?
The sender is not registered in my directory.
You think they are soliciting your advice or?
I don't think so. My phone receives all kinds of messages coming from I don't know where. Others I know, others I don't.
Pero ang palasyo ba ay may papangakong hindi sasaw-saw sa...
Oh, the palace never intrudes into the other branches. You know that for now.
So walang minamanok ang Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte dito sa speakership?
Oh, he never does that. He allows everybody to seek whatever position they want and let the constituency of that class decide.
Okay. Another question, Secretary. According to Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin
Yes.
of DFA, America is our only military ally. Yun din ho ba ang paniniwala ng palasyo?
Perhaps he said it on the basis of military agreements between the two countries.
Pero as far as the conflict at the West Philippine Sea is concerned,
As far as what?
yung komplikasyon ho sa West Philippine Sea,
Conflict?
conflict, yeah.
What conflict?
Yung dispute between the U.S., the Philippine and the Chinese government when it comes to the West Philippine Sea issue.
Well, as you recall, State Secretary Pompeo, when he visited here, said the U.S. has our backs with respect to the conflict in South China Sea.
So, naniniwala po kayo ron?
Well, yes. If he says so, Pompeo. Now, whether they will be true to their words is another thing. But we rely on the commitment of our friends.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, may follow-up doon? Other issue, Ina? Microphone, please.
Sir, reports came out this morning that saying that Maynilad has agreed to drop the arbitral case it filed against the government.
I've not heard of that yet. I have not received any info on that.
But if it's true, what's the status of your earlier announcement saying that, what's the status of efforts to prosecute, as you mentioned before, officials, including likely Maynilad officials who were behind that contract?
We will wait for the recommendation of the Secretary of Justice on that.
Tuloy pa rin po yun,
Oh, definitely.
regardless if the case has been dropped.
With respect, no, you're referring to the present contract.
No. The deal which led to the arbitration.
No, but
In-
I think there's another agreement or contract.
But you
I
said
mentioned the one entered during the Ramos administration.
and you said that the officials involved in that deal will be prosecuted.
They could be
right?
prosecuted depending on their participation.
So it's the same deal, actually, sir.
It's
Involving the
same deal,
arbitration.
but that's a finished deal. There has already been.
They're dropping the case filed against the government, Sir Bale. So kung dinrop yun, what I'm asking is, will you still follow through dun sa plans to prosecute whoever was
I
behind
think so, yes, because if a crime has been committed, then we should prosecute, regardless of whether the parties involved have withdrawn. Just like when you commit crime of theft, you return the money, but you can still be prosecuted.
In relation to that, sir, can you give us the context really of the president's threat to declare a revolutionary government? Because he said it would appear dun sa frustration niya, dun sa word of caution from Senator Drilon. Yet your earlier statement today said na it's iba yung context.
Yes, I would refer you to my statement. That's why I issued a statement so that all questions relative to it would be appropriately responded to. It's all there.
So what is it really? Ano yung context? Why did he issue the threat?
I told you already in my statement. I said it's a frustration and at the same time notice to all transgressors of the law that the president will not be sitting idly and watch their transgressions. The Constitution is a dynamic instrument. I don't think the framers of the Constitution has chained this president, or any president for that matter, to respond to any exigency that puts the interests of the general public in jeopardy or put the nation in peril.
When he said that, sir, he was expressing obvious frustration over yung kay Senator Drilon nga.
No, maybe that was only a trigger among the series of problems that confronted him.
Kasama yon, sir.
Parang ganun na nga.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, RJ, follow up yan, RJ.
Sir, what could be the possible crimes committed by those individuals behind the Maynilad contract?
What possible crime?
Yeah, you mentioned crimes.
I will not preempt the Department of Justice on that. It's their turf. I would respectfully request you to address the same to the Secretary of Justice.
All right, thank you.
Okay, may follow up. Follow up, Ina? Oh, follow up. Rosalie Cos.
Sir, regarding po dun sa contract with Maynilad, ibig sabihin hindi po applicable sa kanila yung renegotiation if in case direnap
If
nga
they have
nila.
withdrawn, so there is no renegotiation. Didn't you say they have withdrawn from they're dropping the case?
Yes, sir.
Then, if it's dropped, then there is no need to talk anything about the same, except for those who entered into a contract that could be a violation of the law.
For example, sir, iatras din po nila yung pinababayarang losses sa gobyerno. So, tuloy pa rin po yung prosecution dun po sa mga involved. And madadamay.
If there is any wrongdoing, that's why I said I will leave it to the Department of Justice if there was an act that could be deemed to be a violation of any law in entering into that contract.
Sir, yung possibility ng pagpapanagot, ano po yung highest rank ng official? Cabinet rank o kahit po ba si former President Ramos
Again,
pwedeng ma-implicate?
I will leave that to the Secretary of Justice.
Okay, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, Ina?
Quick follow-up. Sir, what would prompt the president to declare a revolutionary government?
Oh, I gave you the series of. No,
What-
as I said, it
are
was
there-
more.
does he
It
have
was
legal-
more of an exasperated expression, and again, I will repeat, to put on notice the transgressors that he will just not just sit idly and watch them do their illegal things.
But he's not going to actually do it. Is that really on his mind?
The Constitution provides many mechanisms by which he can use.
And
It's a
as-
dynamic Constitution. It's a
And as
living
for having
instrument.
as for having a revolutionary government, what would be his grounds, if ever?
He's a lawyer. He should know.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, Pia?
Sir, last Saturday, nagalit si President Duterte on the PCIJ report regarding their supposedly unexplained wealth. Pero sabi ng PCIJ that instead of losing his school, President Duterte should instead explain the source of their wealth. And also, she said, Ma'am Maluma nga has said that the PCIJ has requested many times for the side of President Duterte and that they should blame staff, including you, for failing to attend to their request of letters over the last
Well, I
5
responded
months.
to their letter. I referred the matter to the Office of the Executive Secretary and the Office of the Special Assistant to the President. Now, with respect to the wealth being referred to, they've been properly declared as admitted by that group. What is prohibited is when you do not declare your assets. But he has declared them. So what's the hulu-baloo?
Yung law firm, sir, hindi dineclare
What law firm?
sa SALN.
Not the law firm of Mans, Carpio?
The PCIJ
Jam,
report
use the
said
microphone, please. Thank you.
President Duterte was a partner in
Eh,
another
baka
law
noon
firm,
pa yun.
different-
Baka naman
yeah.
yung partnership. If it's no longer existing during the time of his presidency, how can he declare that?
So as far as the palace is concerned, sir, there is no need for the Dutertes to respond to the request of the PCIJ. They don't need to explain anything kasi everything is in the SALN, tama ba?
Kung hindi niya dineclare, that's the time you should be explaining and you should be prosecuted for not putting that in the SALN. He already explained it. He said whatever money he has, it came from the mother who was very active when she was still alive.
Sir, there is no need for the president or anyone from the Duterte family to declare their yun dun sa law firm in their SALN, tama ba?
Which one? Yung law firm?
Yes.
I don't know about the law firm because if that law firm was established during the time that he was a practicing lawyer, eh matagal na yun. Baka non-existent na yun.
May follow-up, Jam? Okay.
Thank you po.
May follow-up doon? Ina, follow-up.
Sir, ang isa sa pina-point out po kasi dun sa PCIJ is what seems to be yung growth nung assets hindi po yata angkop dun sa earnings of the Dutertes in the 10-year period if considering that their earnings are only from their work as
Oh, but
local
it's
officials.
not only coming from their work, di ba? They have businesses. Like Mrs. Hanelet Abansenya. She has plenty of businesses,
She's not included there, sir.
not included.
Dun sa salin. Wala naman pong inaral sa salin niya.
Yeah, I think that the question should be directed to the mayor of Davao with respect to whatever wealth she has, or to the husband, or to the brother. They may have some businesses. What is important, as I said, they have declared that. What is prohibited under the law is not when you have certain properties and you don't declare them when you become public officials.
Okay, may follow-up pa. Other issue, Maricel?
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, I understand you already released a statement about this earlier, but just so we hear it directly from you, may we know how you feel about the resolution filed by the 5 U.S. senators condemning the Philippines kasi up until now daw nakadetain pa rin yung the likes of Senator Laila de Lima, who is quote-unquote a human right defender.
Well, as I've said, I issued a statement on that. It's an outrageous intrusion into our sovereignty. They have no business dictating on us on what we're going to do with suspected criminals in this country. All the issues they have raised from who? Reza and De Lima have been properly answered. The rule of law was followed relative to their cases. The judicial courts have found probable cause. That's why they're facing trial now. And with respect to the extrajudicial killings, we have already responded to that too. We said that this is the result of police enforcement people defending themselves against the lethal violence inflicted on them by the members of the illegal drug industry, or is a result of rivalry among the members of the syndicate, bots deals, and even swindling among themselves, as well as preemptive protective measures so that they will not be prosecuted when they're being pointed at by surrenderies. It's not state-initiated nor state-sponsored. Apparently, these senators have been fed with false narratives on these issues and naively believe hook, line, and sinker.
Pero sir, despite all the explanations given by Malacañang and other government officials, it seems that some of the foreign officials don't hear you. What seemed to be the problem? Is this parang, ano sinasabi nito when it comes dun sa pagiging effective ng messaging, sir?
It only means one thing. They don't want this administration. If they're not listening to the explanation, there have been, because their attitude should be, if they want to know what is happening in this country, is to send someone to have an independent probe, or write us formally so that the government can respond properly to whatever issues or questions they want to be answered.
When you said they don't like this administration, what do you mean by that, sir? Bakit ayaw nila?
Because they believe in what the opposition and the critics say. And as we know, the Americans are known to be protector of violation of human rights, even if history shows that, as the president says, they're violators of the same.
Okay, may follow-up done? Other issue, Jeneline, follow-up.
So, sir, you're saying the government is open to a probe by the U.S. Senate?
Well, they can do it silently. I mean, Senate of the what?
U.S. Senate.
Of the senators themselves. If they really want to find out. Because if I were a U.S. senator, I would probably do some probing myself. I'm sure they have friends in the Philippines, friends in the media who are objective, not biased. People like you who are very objective sometimes. In other words, there are many ways of finding out the truth or the falsity of whatever narrative they receive in the U.S.
So, sir, they're welcome to visit the country and look into these cases.
Well, as I said, they can do it silently by just communicating, by just writing us on a particular issue, and we will respond. We can send them documents.
So for now, sir, you're not considering a diplomatic protest against
Well, I'll
these
leave that to
senators?
the Secretary of Foreign Affairs.
Okay.
But by just making a statement about that, it's already protesting on their intrusion. They have no business. They have enough problems for themselves. They have to focus on that.
Okay, may follow-up? Other issue? Tina Maral. Follow-up ba, Ace? Tina Marali.
Sir, good afternoon po.
Yes.
Sir, reaction lang po. Because yesterday,
Where
Joma
are you?
Sir, here.
Oh,
Sir, reaction lang po. Yesterday, Joma Season posted a long narrative on his website. He claimed that the president has full control of the COMELEC and the military. And unless he rigs the coming May elections, a majority of his candidates daw po will not win because they are burdened by majority of these candidates like Amy Marcos Bongo and Bato de la Rosa are bound to lose.
I used to admire the man when I was a student. But I think Joma Season, as a failed revolutionary, has lost his influence among even his own people in the communist movement. And I said, I think twice already, about his runs. Apart from saying they're psychologically challenged, they do not deserve a response from this government.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Ay, may follow-up doon? Other issue? Ace Romero.
Secretary, sabi ni Presidente, gusto niyang ipa-suspend muna yung motorcycle crime prevention law.
Yes.
Apparently, meron siyang mga reservations about some provisions nung batas. Pero bakit niya pinirmahan yun sa kabila nung mga questionable na provisions o yung mga magtutukoy doon sa safety ng mga drivers?
Well, perhaps, as pointed out by Senator Gordon, he must have been misled into believing that the putting of that placa in plate it will endanger the rider. When in fact he said it's not even a placa, it's a decal, a sticker. So yung fear na baka tumama sa mukha, wala, baseless pala yun. Not grounded on correct assumption.
Therefore,
Siguro, hindi ba supposed to be, sabi ni Presidente, kausapin niya si Senator Gordon. Okay, siguro pag nag-usap sila, baka masabi ni Senator Gordon kung anong nasa saloobin niya.
pero
Kasi if it's just a sticker, and the fear is it might endanger, how can a sticker, if you look at the scooter, the motorcycle, di ba meron doon pwedeng mong ilagay yung sticker. So, it will not endanger.
alam na ng Presidente itong sinasabi niyo, Sec. Yung sinasabi niyong baka na-mislead about yung
Yun ang sinasabi that's
Senator
what I
Gordon.
read now.
Okay.
Hindi ko pa alam kung nabasa na ni Presidente.
So are you saying pag nalaman niya yung sinabi ni Senator Gordon, may possibility na i-withdraw na niya yung sinasabi niyang
It's
suspension?
his call. It's his call.
It's his call whether to withdraw.
Yeah, it's his call. Kung totoo nga yung sinasabi ni Senator Gordon, di yung the basis. Kasi ang basis niya is sinasabi ng mga kumukontra, makakadisgrasya. Kung sinasabi naman ni Gordon, paano makakadisgrasya kung sticker?
So
Hindi lilipad.
kanino niya nalaman yun? Yung statement na yun? Yung
Hindi ko alam, sabi ko. That's why I said, hindi ko pa alam kung alam niya na yung sinasabi ni Senator Gordon. So kung mag-usap sila, di malalaman niya.
Ganito na lang, Sec. As legal advisor of the President, will you advise him to ituloy niya yung kanyang proposal to suspend given yung mga sinabi ni Senator Gordon?
When my advice is sought, I will give it. And there is no request for an advice. And I'd rather let the President decide on the basis of the conversation with Senator Gordon.
So last na lang. So hindi pa po final yung call ni President na isuspend yung motorcycle.
There is an
crime.
order to suspend. Whether or not it will continue will have to depend on the President.
Okay.
Okay,
Salamat, Sec.
Jam, may follow-up ka doon? Jam, si Sand.
Sir, clarification lang. The law clearly says na regular plate number po yung ilalagay doon sa harapan. So when the president...
Decal daw sabi ni Gordon.
Yeah,
I
sir, but
haven't
the law
seen
does not state na decal. It says plate number, tapos yung definition, the regular plate number, regular plate that's being issued
Ayun
by the
sa
LTO.
IRR, baka naman doon sa implementing rules and regulation, nakalagay sticker, decal.
Wala pa rin kasi sir na IRR. So, so when the president signed it, yun yung impression na talagang regular plate number nga po talaga. So did he at that time agree na tama pong ganun nga dapat yung ilagay
I
sa
think
mga
you should ask
motorcycles?
Senator Gordon whether or not, what was the basis of his statement that it's decal, sticker, and not plate? Kasi naman, baka naman ang ibig niya sabihin, kung plate, hindi naman ibig sabihin yung tin plate. Di ba? Baka pwede rin naman kasing decal or sticker yun eh. Ganun pa rin. The same purpose. The purpose is merong ID ron na nakikita ng mga tao. Papunta ka pa lang, alam na kagad.
Sir,
Bago mo makommit ang crime.
sir, may schedule na po ba for the meeting between the president and Senator Gordon?
Wala naman. Di ba sinabi niya sa speech niya, I'll talk with the senator. So, wala pa.
Okay, follow-up din si Maricel Halili.
Sir, just one follow-up. Clarification lang, sir. So legally, as the legal advisor of the President, is it really possible to suspend a law na nilagdaan na ni Presidente? Because that's the point of Senator Richard Gordon, na parang hindi na pwedeng isuspend kasi batas na siya unless i-amend mo talaga.
Baka nang ibig sabihin ni Presidente, teka muna, tingnan muna, baka naman delikado yan. Tingnan mo nga kung totoo yung mga fears. And then, kung delikado nga, then he will ask Congress to amend it. Yun ang ibig sabihin nun.
Meaning hindi talaga suspension, but technically to amend it nga.
Siguro, yun ang ibig niya sabihin. Kasi why should you be pursuing a law which you feel and to be something dangerous when it is implemented? Talagang hindi mo, he will ask Congress to amend it immediately.
So ano sir yung pinakang status ngayon ng batas? Is it up for review or
Firstly, you cannot implement that without the implementing rules and regulations. So, kaya siguro, yun ang ibig sabihin ng Presidente. Tingnan niyo muna mabuti.
tingnan mabuti para sa paglalatag ng
Yeah,
IRR?
para malaman
okay
natin
na.
kung totoo o hindi yung fears niyo o hindi.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
follow-up,
you, sir.
Ace.
So ibig sabihin, yung mga concerns ng mga motorcycle groups, pwede yung i-cure o i-address through the IRR.
Certainly.
So if that's the case, hindi na kailangan i-amend.
Okay, kung okay na sa kanila yun there's no more danger.
Although nasa batas yung penalties plus nakalagay dun sa provision regular plate.
Kasi ang feel nila, di ba, yun ang nirereklamo nila. Pag naglagay ka ng plaka doon, pag lumipad pa yun, tamaan pa mukha namin. Kung wala naman, if that is only the basis, and pwede naman palang gawa ng paraan na hindi. By just putting a sticker there, di wala nang basis
Kasi
for.
nakalagay sa batas regular plate. Yung common understanding ng regular plate, yung
Kaya nga,
pin,
pwede
wala namang
naman-
regular plate na sticker.
That's why, pwede naman sa IR na regular plate here refers to.
Okay. So
diba?
they could put in the definition
course.
na IR na it could
Yeah.
refer to a decal.
Yes.
Okay. Salamat, Sec.
Okay, follow-up. Ina?
Sir, pero I understand nakasulat na yung fines. As isa sa pina-point out ni President Duterte, he also thinks that the 50 to 100,000 peso fine for violating the law is too high. So nakasaada doon yung 50 to 100 and he wants
Then
it
you
lowered
can.
to 10
The
to
Congress
15.
can always amend and
So the
reduce
end
the penalty.
So again, sir, the end goal after the suspension is a possible amendment to the law.
With respect to provisions that are being reacted against.
Okay, so it's not as simple as dadaanin dun sa IRR yung changes, if any nga. na
Pero
gusto ituloy
ang
ni Presidente.
pinakamatinding opposition is the danger that it brings to the rider. Not so much on the penalty kasi kung ang penalty mo yan, sino pang hindi susunod sa batas?
He mentioned both, sir.
Hindi, what I'm saying is, kung naayos mo na yung basis ng danger, I don't think a rider will still violate it and risk paying 100 peso fine, 1,000 fine. Di ba?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Questions? Joyce Balancho. Follow-up ba yan, Joyce? Oh.
Sir, just to clarify again, ibig sabihin pwedeng parehas gawin, fixed yung danger sa IRR at the same time ma-amend regarding to sa penalty issue. So
Yes.
both.
Yeah, pwede lahat yun.
Follow-up, Ace.
Meron ba imprisonment doon? Sa batas?
Use the microphone.
Meron
ano.
ba? Case may imprisonment?
Pero Sec, eto, ano yung preferred mode ng palasyo to address that? Cure na lang through the IRR o amend the law?
Depende sa rekomendasyon nyo ng LTO. Siyempre, the LTO will have to make his recommendation.
Although mas madali
Senator
siguro.
Gordon will also give his suggestion.
Although mas madali siguro yung IRR, Sec,
Yeah.
kasi
Oh,
kung
well,
amendment, legislative process na naman yun.
tagal pa.
Opo. So wala kayong preference pa?
Kung ano yung mabilis.
IRR. IRR na lang, Sec.
Kung pwede mo nang i-cure yung danger, na sinasabi ng danger na wala naman.
Okay. Salamat po.
Okay, MPC questions. Follow-up, Henry. And then RJ, follow-up ka rin. Okay.
Secretary, yung batas ginawa para labanan ang kriminalidad, tama po ba?
Obviously.
Oo. Pero alin ba ang mas matimbang, yung kapakanan ng mga riders na magaganda ang motor o doon sa sigaw ng mga biktima ng krimen na napatay at ang pumatay ay ang mga riding in tandem?
Both. Hindi naman pwedeng sabihin mo na, kung it will also bring, kasi yung mga riding in tandem, hindi naman out of 100,000 riders, hindi naman 100,000 riders, di ba?
Pero bakit hindi mo
baka few percent lang doon. So, depende. Depende pa rin yun. Both. Yung interest ng riders as well as yung interest ng publiko.
So anong win-win solution doon ng
Hindi
palasyo?
ba sinagot na nga natin kanina yung win-win solution? Kung ang danger ay ito, pwede namang gamutin doon sa IR o hindi gamutin natin. At yun naman sa 100,000, kung malaking penalty, I don't think anybody will still violate. Wala naman palang danger. Yun lang naman ang kinokontra nila.
Opo. Pero ang Pangulo ho ba ay mayroon ding gagawing pakikipag-usap sa PNP regarding this matter?
Hindi ba sabi ko na nga kanina, antayin niya yung rekomendasyon ng LTO. Kasi yung PNP tapos na yun meron na rekomendasyon. Kaya nga nagkaroon ng batas na ganyan dahil I'm sure isa yun sa mga factor na kinonsider nila Senator Gordon. So lahat yun kasama na yun.
Pero unang suggestion,
Pero what's your point ba?
I think ang unang suggestion ng PNP is yung harap at likod na malaki.
Hindi naman hindi naman mawawala yung harap at likod Ang pinag-uusapan lang, yung harap, baka tumapon yung plate sa mukha. Kasi tin plate yun bakal. May pagkabakal yun Kung sinasabi naman na, ni Senator Gordon, hindi, sticker yun Sabi naman ninyo, hindi, wala naman sinasabi. Pwede naman sa IRR din yun. So wala nang danger.
Pero I think ang sabi ng Presidente sa speech niya, dun sa likod na lang,
Kasi nga,
lalakihan na lang.
kulit
So wala na yung sa PNP recommendations.
Kasi nga yung danger nung harap na baka lumipad, hindi sinasabi nga ni Senator Gordon, hindi nga lilipad dahil sticker pwede. Hindi wala nang danger.
Okay. Sige.
Kasi yun naman ang pinagigiitan ng mga kumukontra. Paano kung tumama sa mukha namin? Di ba?
Okay, last two na tayo. Then other issue, RJ, then Jill.
Sir, yun nga po. The problem really is, it was the president who signed the law. So, does that mean hindi niya in-examine, he did not study the law well,
Kung sinasabi
he
nyo
did
na
not
nga,
ask people?
hindi ba sabi nyo kanina, doon sa provision, wala naman sinasabing sticker doon. O, edi kung sinabi mo regular plate, tama yung fear. Di ba? What do you mean hindi niya nakita? O, she signed it kasi yung batas na yun, protection ng general public. Yun ang underlying basis niya for signing that. Since may mga motorista nagreklamo on the basis of that provision, ang feeling ni Presidente, baka nga naman.
Sir, pero,
Suspendin muna natin, pag-aralan muna natin.
sir, pero bakit ngayon lang narinig yung reklamo? Hindi ba parang walang consultations with them before this law was crafted?
I don't think so. Hindi ba every time a law is passed, mayroong tinatawag na hearing, those who want to hear or to express their opinion on the pending bill, dumating sila.
Is it not because maybe it's election season, kaya pinagbibigyan, hindi ba ganun?
Definitely. May presidente pa. Si presidente, wala yun. Ang presidente natin, palaging iniisip yung kaligtasan ng mga kababayan natin.
Alright, thank you.
Okay,
At pagsilbihan sila.
Argel, then Julie. Mag-last question na tayo kay Julie.
Sir, good afternoon. Sir, you mentioned na the President signed it for the protection of the general welfare. Pero sabi rin po niya sa speech niya no Saturday is, he doesn't think the law will make much difference because he said criminals have already perfected the art of falsifying and fabrication. So, what's the deal? Ano po ba talaga ang pananaw ng Presidente dito?
Sinasabi lang ni Presidente, ang gagaling natin, pero mukhang gumagaling din itong mga kriminal. So, subukan muna natin. Kung hindi mag-succeed, kung nandun pa rin yung riding in tandem, di panibago na naman tayong let's craft another law to respond to that situation.
Okay, Julie, last three. Julie, Ina, and then Sam? Jam? Sorry.
Sir, reaction lang. Yung Office of the Solicitor General, they decided to reject the compensation for the Marcos victims through the sale of the Marcos paintings. They're saying that it will be disadvantageous to the government. How is it going to be disadvantageous to the government?
I think you should address that to the Office of the Solicitor General. We do not know yet the whys and the wherefores of his decision. I intend to ask him, in fact. I wanted to call him, so I was anticipating you will be asking him that question.
Can we ask for feedback, sir, within the day?
I will issue a statement.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ina, and then last question na tayo kay Jam.
Sir, over the weekend, the President also talked about a possible military takeover in NAIA. Ano po bang mga lapses ng NAIA na nakikita niya ngayon? Because he said he will order the military to take over unless mag-improve yung operations. What specifically does he want to see improved?
I don't know about that. I will have to ask the President regarding that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, last question na tayo. Jam?
Sir, hingi lang po ng update dun sa sinabi last week na meron po mga sisibakin na officials this week. Will that push through? And can you confirm?
He said so last night.
Yeah.
I think last night. Was that last night's speech? He said when he comes back in Manila, he will fire some officials.
Can you tell us, sir, kung MWSS?
Hindi natin alam. He didn't say so. Let's just wait for his announcement.
Sorry, sir. May pahabol lang last na. Doon sa PCIJ lang patanong. Sorry, sir. Meron po sinabi si President din na parang what we earned outside is none of your business actually. Kung ano yung mga negosyo namin, law office namin. Sir, isn't this against yung point nga ng SALN that you should declare what you earn, your business interest, even outside what you earn as a public
Di ba sabi
official?
ko, ang violation is when you do not declare. Sinasabi nga ng Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism, dineclare. Gusto lang nila malaman saan galing. Di ba? Hindi naman violation yung hindi mo sinabi kung saan galing. Ang violation yun, hindi mo dineclare.
But yung law firm, sir, hindi niya dineclare. And then why would we make that
Yung
statement?
law firm, sinagot ko na yan. Yung law firm, di natin kung existing pa ngayon yan.
Okay.
Kasi he can only join a law firm if he was a practicing lawyer at that time. He could not be joining a law firm when he was a prosecutor, a vice mayor, a mayor, and a congressman or a president. So hindi natin alam exactly ano yun.
Okay, sige. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
sorry, ang last question, Rosalie?
Sir, sorry, pahabol din po. Kasi po may lumabas na naman pong isang narco video, yung alias Bicoy. And this time, ini-implicate naman po si dating Special Assistant to President Bongo na meron din daw pong katulad na tattoo sa likod. So, reaction po ng Palace regarding this?
Sabi nga natin di ba sinabi nga na, that's pure and simple black propaganda. It's so easy to write a story and do a movie or a video out of that. Madaling gawin lahat yun eh. Kung totoo yun, di sana nag-file na sila ng mga charges. Wala naman silang pinafile. So, ibig sabihin, hindi totoo.
Pero sir, di ba madali lang po magpakita ng likod kung meron ngang ganong tattoo? Would you suggest them to show their backs if indeed they have tattoos?
Ang one who alleges must prove. Kung totoo yung sinasabi nila, di pakita sa taong bayan na totoo.
I mean sir, kasi sabi sa video, kung
Hindi,
ipapakita
alam
din
mo,
ang
hindi papatulan yun. Sinabi na nga ni Mayor Sara, mag-file kayo ng charges kung totoo yung sinasabi nyo. Ganon din ang sinasabi ni dating Vice Mayor. Madaling gumawa ng storya.
So sir, so the government will just let these people do these things?
Eh wala namang naniniwala sa kanila eh. You know, just look at the survey. Kung totoo lahat ang paninirang ginagawa nila sa pamilyang ito, bumagsak na yung rating ni Presidente. Eh hindi bumabagsak. Ibig sabihin hindi sila pinaniniwalaan. And they keep on trying. But ganun din, like other black propaganda, it is deemed to fail. Because no false narratives against this family will ever succeed. Truth will always prevail.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, MPC. Thank you, Secretary Panelo.
Thank you.
Back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.